Yo, what's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and I got a new series for you guys today. It's something that I've been requested to do forever. I mean, for the last couple Maddens, is to do some type of franchise mode, connected careers, whatever. I don't even know what it's technically called. Um, in this year's game, but we're just going to call it the Eagles franchise. And I'm a total noob at this, so I have no idea pretty much what I'm doing. But we're going to do a Eagles franchise. So um, I'm a huge Eagles fan. I think you guys all know that already. So obviously that's who I'm going to roll with. We're just going to keep Chip Kelly as the coach. I have no idea what this instant starter means. If on, all user players, that would be me, will start, even if they have a lower overall rating. So I guess I want that on. Salary cap, yes. We're playing on all Madden. We're big boys over here. We don't play on anything lower than the hardest level. So all Madden, play call style. I'll keep game flow. I'm a little hesitant on this. I don't want the games to be too long. I don't want them to be too short. I believe my Northwestern dynasty is 6 minutes, so let's keep it there. Um, we'll go with the accelerated clock on. We'll drop it down to, let's do like 17 seconds. Normal game speed. I got a feeling all this stuff is going to um, stay the same. There is determines whether to begin play with real life injuries. We're going to turn that off because I have Jeremy Maclin on my team, and I obviously want him. I think the rest of this stuff is going to be the same. I don't know if I've ever really enabled ball hawk. I don't want to um, mess up my user abilities there. So in offline connected franchise mode, you can control one player, coach, or owner for each of the 32 NFL teams. Use the R3 button to switch. I'm not going to be doing any of that. So let's start it out. The one thing I'm really, really nervous that's going to happen here, I'm not playing the preseason. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm just not doing it. Um, I'm really scared that when I simulate through the preseason, some of my players are going to get hurt or something. So here I am again, Chip Kelly, controlling him and the Eagles. Um, I'm gonna ask you guys. You got to give me tips on maybe what to expect, what to do. As far as getting XP and just I guess tricks and trades of running a franchise. It's been a long time since I've done one of these. I mean, I'm from the old school Madden back in the day where you and a couple friends used to do a fantasy draft franchise and play every week, and all this complicated season ticket sales and all types of crazy things. I just never really, um, I never really have dealt with any of this type of stuff. So I'm just kind of skipping through here. Um, and then in the next episode, obviously, we will get in and play our first week game, which should be against the Redskins. Hopefully, it lets me it's skip through the whole preseason here. Please give me an option. Or is it not going to? I'm not sure here. Simulating preseason week one. So it's really going to make me go through this one by one. So I'm going to. You won't see me pause the video, but I'll be back when I'm done simulating through all this preseason garbage. Alright, we are back, simulated through the preseason, and here we are, week one, taking on the Redskins at home. So let's go over to manage roster here. I need to check the depth chart, and I'm not going to pick up any free agents or anything like that. Um, but see, I'm assuming I imported the most recent um, rosters from online, but I would have thought Nick Foles would be way over a 75. So maybe they didn't give me the rosters I was expecting. But I do really want to start Nick Foles at quarterback and bring Vic in for kind of like option plays, and occasionally I'll have him pass. Shady is a 97 here, so that's good. But I do want to adjust the roster a little bit, so I want to put Macklin in the slot and keep Coop at like an outside receiver. And I kind of want to put Ertz as my main tight end. I'm not sure. I'm going to swap those two out a lot. I mean, I'm going to try to go with a lot of different packages, kind of be like Chip Kelly, if you will, our stud offensive line. I can't think that these ratings are 100% on par with what the online rosters are. Maybe I'm wrong. Um, Left end Thornton, that looks good. Right end should be. He's more of a DT, and the thing is that the Eagles play a 3-4, but I more so play a 4-3 in Madden, so that'll be a little interesting. But Barwin should be left linebacker. Kendricks and D'Amico Ryan. See, I'll be subbing in Kendricks a lot on pass plays, more so probably at the right linebacker position, just because Trent Cole, he's more of a pass rusher to me. Um, God, I really hate you, Rock Carmichael. I'm subbing you out just because you're going to the fifth slot. And I definitely will not be starting. Let's see here. So they got Patrick Chung. See, I'm not starting him. He's a bum. Not starting Kirk Coleman. We're gonna start Earl Wolf at one safety. So they got him at starting safety. And then Nate Allen is the backup. So which one's faster? Because I usually control free safety. Where's our speed? Speed, where are you, speed? Speed. So Nate Allen's actually faster. So we'll keep Earl Wolf at strong safety and put Nate Allen at free safety. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Let's go back. My bad. So, well, we got some time here while I'm doing this. I'm going to try to make this as similar to my Northwestern, franchise or dynasty as much as I can because I know, I mean, that thing's pretty popular. It's probably my most popular series. And so that's another reason why I decided to do this. Also, I never really talk about the Eagles in my videos, and I think it's mostly because I'm talking about Mutt news and different things going on with Mutt itself. So, I don't like that he's going to be only a 71 overall in the free safety spot, but that's all right. We'll deal with it. But again, I don't really like talking about Eagles related things in Mutt videos. It just doesn't go together. So I honestly think, I'll talk about gameplay itself, but I really do think that this is going to be a good series to, talk about Eagles related news in the off season and the draft and things like that. And I'll still talk about the gameplay and what's going on in the franchise itself. So I'm going to do one of these quick practices here, down by 2. 3 minutes to go, win the game. If you're a coach, your player earns 2,000 XP for a win and 1,000 for a loss. So I'll do one quick practice. I guess let me know, in the comments, are these practices really beneficial? Are they worth doing? Does this XP stuff really matter, or should I just play the games? Let me know in the comments. I told you guys I'm a total noob when it comes to these franchise modes in Madden. So, help me out. So let's do this. And again, the next episode will be against the Redskins, week number 1. It's 4th and 10. So I gotta make a conversion here, and I pray that I have my playbook. I don't. I'm gonna have to fix that somehow because I need my Redskins playbook. I know the Eagles do have a decent playbook. I know a lot of people use it online, but not for me, not for me. So this is going to be tough because I have not any plays that I want to run with, and I should have Cooper there, though. Good catch. So we pick up the first down. I'm going to run the ball here now because if I recall, I almost did one of these things last year. Definitely don't want to do an option with Nick Foles. I'm thinking I'm playing Ultimate Team right now. So hopefully Selleck or Ertz will get open. Oh, terrible pass. That's going to take a lot of adjusting is getting the touches right with Nick Foles because they don't have him a great rating on here. You know, his playoff card that just came out in Ultimate Team is like a 95 overall. I think that's a little high, and I didn't expect him to be like that in this franchise. But I did also think, I did also think he'd be a little better than what he is now, which is in the 70s. If I recall, there was a really good play in this formation because when I first started playing this year's Madden, um, I went right to the Eagles playbook. I don't think I'm gonna like this play. Let's audible out of that. Let's block Shady there, and hopefully Selleck will get open on this wheel route. There he is. Nice play. I do like that play, I must admit. But I'm looking forward to this. I'm assuming there'll be some type of player progression so I can make Nick Foles better and make my defense better because, you know, they're not very highly rated in this game. And it'll be fun to have Macklin on my roster. I've played a few online games recently with the Eagles, and I'm excited about next year's team. Heartbreaking loss to the Saints. We just turned it on too late. I mean, the first half offense was very terrible. Couldn't move the ball. Credit the Saints defense and just the Saints as a whole. And it was really heartbreaking to lose by a last-second field goal. And there's nothing that your high-powered offense could really do about it. It was tough. After the loss, I sat on my couch for quite a while, just sitting there, kind of being angry. I had R1 wide open. I think that was either Cooper or Selleck. I couldn't really tell. It's really tough not having your playbook. Let's see what tight slots brings us. Hopefully Mesh can get us open here. Hopefully Cooper can get open. You can usually tell by how the defense reacts, and he probably won't be open now. And, whew, I don't know. I should probably just kick a field goal. That would get me the lead. Um, and Alex Henry, talk about disappointing. He was pretty brutal, just like that kick was pretty brutal right there. Look at that. Ugh. But he just could not get the ball in the end zone. On I don't have any timeouts either, or do I? Yeah, I'm assuming I don't. So this is a total fail, I guess. But yeah, Alex Henry, he's got to go. There's my first little tidbit of Eagles news. So I'll just wrap it up here, and we'll be back with the next episode. Click that thumbs up if you are really excited about this Eagles franchise. I'm hoping a lot of you guys will tune into it, and we'll be back with next episode will be against the Redskins. Peace.